Let's look at how to solve systems of equations. So this is a review. If these are both written in y equals, we can easily graph it. Y equals mx plus b. So we start with our y-intercept of 2. So go ahead and do that. And then you do your slope. Make sure you take the sign with it. So it's negative 5 over 6. So that means I need to go down 5 over 6. And then we also need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 6. So we're always going to go right unless we do the complete opposite when we go back. So for our second point from here, we go back to our y-intercept and we do the complete opposite. So we'll go up and left. So then we need to do the other one. So we'll start with 8. And then our slope here is positive, 1 over 6. So up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we do the opposite, down and left. And so it says solve each system by graphing. So to solve it, you're looking for the point of intersection. So where does it intersect? Right there. Yep, the x value is negative 6. Y value, yep. So we're at it as a coordinate pair where x is negative 6 and y is 7. Okay, so 1 through 4 is what we've done before, where you graph and find your intersection. We can also graph these in the calculator and find out where they intersect using the calculator. But let's look on the back side. So solve each system by a method of your choice. So look at all of these. Whenever I see something like this and I think I need to graph it, I think that's a lot of work because we would have to solve it for y, then graph it, then find the point of intersection. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to use the calculator without solving it for y. Instead, we're going to use matrix. So you're going to have to really pay attention to me as I go through these steps, okay? So we have a set of notes. So let me pass those out. So let's look at our notes. These are all written in what's called standard form. Standard form is whenever you have the AX plus BY equals C. So we're going to use what's called a matrix. A matrix is just an array of numbers organized by rows and columns. So these are the rows. These are the columns. So the way that you describe the matrix is by how many rows and how many columns it is. You do rows by columns. So this is 2 rows by 3 columns. So it's a 2 by 3 matrix. Rows go across, columns go up and down. So the way that I remember what columns look like is think back to Greek architecture. We have those buildings and then the columns are holding the roof up. And it looks like this. Those are columns. Pillar, yeah. Pillar and column, same thing. Hmm. And then the roof and the ceiling are rows. The columns are what holds it up. So the way we're going to use a matrix is by putting this matrix in the calculator and having the calculator simplify it. Um, it's something that our calculator can do, and I'm not going to teach you how to do it by hand. That's something that I teach in college algebra. Sometimes algebra 2, you'll see it in pre-cal. So I'm just going to show you how to use the calculator right now with it. So step 1, here are steps. So make sure you follow along and use your calculator. So pull out your calculator. We're going to look at it. Go ahead and clear out the memory. So remember to clear the memory. You do seconds plus 712. All right, so it says write your equations in standard form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. It just needs to be written in that order. If it's written in that order, then you will just use the coefficients. So you want it in that standard form. You're just going to write the coefficients in the matrix form. So the matrix has these brackets around like this, and then it has entries in the rows and columns. So we are going to use the coefficients. Those are the numbers in front of the variable. So like A, B, C, and then also A, B, C. So whatever those values are that are in front of the X and Y. And then we are going to follow these steps using the calculator. So we're going to go ahead and follow these steps. You should have cleared out the memory. It should say RAM cleared. We're going to hit clear. And now it says second x to the negative 1. So hit the second button. And x to the negative 1 also has matrix in blue. So see how this has matrix right there in blue? Push that. And it comes up with a menu. It says select math. So I'm going to arrow over for math. Select B, R, R, E, F. So go down, you get to R, R, E, F. Not R, E, F, we want R, R, E, F, because that reduces it all the way down. So push enter, and so that pops up, so see how that pops up there. Now press alpha zoom. Alpha is the green button. Zoom is actually right there. So some of y'all have kind of faded off, but that would be where zoom is. Select the size of your matrix. What we're dealing with right now is a 2 by 3. So rows say 2, but columns say 2. So I need to go down. I need to arrow over to 3 and press enter so it selects it. So now it's selected. Then go down to OK. And so this creates a template for you. And what you're going to do is you're going to put in the A, B, and C in each of these and simplify it. Okay? We're going to come back to that. All right. Hit second quit. Push clear. Second quit and press quit. All right. So you'll enter the numbers in. You'll press enter. And then number 8 says the solution will be given as a matrix. This is how your solution is going to come out. 1, 0, some number. 0, 1, some number. The 1, 1 is what we're looking to make sure it has. And our solutions are going to come from the last column, the third column. The first number in the column is going to be the x value. Second number in the column is going to be your y value. I know it seems like a lot right now, but once you get the buttons down, it's actually way easier than solving equations and graphing. So your solution is going to be an XY solution because it's a coordinate pair. So the way this is helpful is when the numbers get really big, when we're dealing with real world applications. All right, so we're going to go through the first one together. Here's our example. We have x minus 2y equals 2, 3x plus y equals 6. So we need to write this as a matrix like this. And you're going to put the coefficient. So what's the coefficient of x? What's understood right there? 1. So it's a 1. Second number, take the sign with it. It's a negative 2. The c value, because this is ax plus by equals c. And you're just doing the coefficient. So it's 1, negative 2, and then 2. And then the next one, 3. Understood 1 right there, and 6. So this is our original matrix. We're going to do RREF out in front of it. Simplify it down. It's going to give us a solution like this. Okay, so let's follow the steps. So it says press second matrix. Second matrix. Y'all follow along because you're going to have some of these to do on your own. Arrow over to math. Go down to RREF, which is B. Then hit alpha zoom. The 2 by 3. Push enter, and it pops up. And let's put those numbers in place. You push the arrow to get to the next number. So whenever you have the matrix in, you'll push enter. And this is your solution matrix. So you're going to write down this matrix and this matrix. So I have it written down, so you should have it written down too. And circle the 1, 1, because you need to ensure that it has the 1, 1. And then these are your values. That's your x value, that's your y value. So you're going to write it as a coordinate pair. 2, 0. So that's the solution. So I know this seems like a lot of steps right now. It seems a little overwhelming, but the more we do it, which we're going to spend more time actually putting in the calculator, the easier it's going to become. Let me show you what it would be if you would solve it. So these two equations, you don't have to write this down or anything, just watch my screen. So this equation, I solved it for y, and there's the equation. I solved the other one by just moving it over right here. And then I would put it into y equals. And I would graph it and find out where they intersect. They intersect at 2, 0. In the calculator, we can actually hit second, calculate or trace right here, and go to number 5 and hit enter. And it finds the intersection, which is 2, 0. It's the same answer. The difference is how we came to that answer. So there's different methods. This method of graphing it is easy whenever it's written as y equals. The method of using matrix is easy whenever it's written in standard form. But they come to the same solution where x is 2, y is 0, your solution is 2, 0. So let's look at the next one. We're going to do just the 3 on the right now. So it says solve systems using matrix, write the solution as an ordered pair. You're going to write the original matrix, so do RREF, and then write your starting matrix, your given equations in matrix form. So it's 4, 3, 24. And then 5, -8, -17. If you leave off the negative, you won't get the correct answer. So let's follow the same steps. Look back at the front of your foldable if you need to. Go ahead and do that. Second matrix. Go over to math and down to RREF. And what that means is row reduced echelon form. It's something that can be done by hand, but we're not going to in Algebra 1. And then hit alpha zoom. Make sure it says a 2 by 3 matrix. Arrow down where it says OK. Push enter. Put the matrix in. Push enter. And that is our solution matrix. So write your solution matrix down too. The 0, 0 is that diagonal. The 1, 1 is that diagonal. So my solution is 3, 4. All right, I just need you to do these two. Then you can check your answers, and your assignment is just 1 through 6 on that white page.